this is D2, which is analysing the fitness test results and recommending activities for future training for my clients. The first client I looked at was George, and I'm just going to analyse his results. So I found out from doing the health monitoring tests that George got a very good BMI score, which was 22.9, which came out at a very healthy weight. So he just needs to maintain that weight, and the fact he has got a good BMI score is probably due to the fact he's got a balanced diet and has regular exercise of cycling to college every day, 5 days a week. So from that result, I would say that he's got quite a good overall body shape. The next test was looking at his blood pressure, and he's actually got quite a high blood pressure, so that means there is a lot of stress being put on his heart. That's probably down to the fact he does weights at the gym quite a lot, 3 or 4 times a week, and it could just be down to the fact that he's using weights that are too heavy for him, or he's just pushing himself too hard on the sets that he's doing and using these heavy weights to obviously try and get stronger and bigger muscles, and it's just putting too much strain on his heart. It could also be down to his job. Even though he only works 2 days a week, he deals with stock, and it might be down to the fact the demand of stock, of having to get that out to people or come it back in and change it, especially when it's busy. That could be putting a lot of stress on him as well, which could be the reason for his high blood pressure. The next test was hip to waist ratio, and from that I found he had good fat distribution, so he's at very low risk of heart disease or stroke, as his score was really good. Could also be down to the fact of his physique, that he's got big shoulders and small hips, so he has got that typical mesomorph body shape, which is obviously good as the fat is on his sort of legs and arms, so it's not on his chest or his hips. And the last test was peak flow, and he got a really good score in that, so it shows me that he's got good lung capacity. His lungs are functioning really well. However, he just needs to improve on the aerobic activities he does, as all he does is cycle to college. When he's in the gym, he does only work on weight, so he does need to improve his aerobic activities. So now I'm going to recommend the future activities I think George should take up. So as his BMI is very good, he only just needs to lose a little bit of body fat, or even just tone that up to get rid of it and just get an even better score, because he does want to improve on muscle definition. However, muscle does weigh a lot more than fat, and BMI doesn't take into account muscle mass. So to stop him pushing up into the overweight category, we would just have to lose a little bit of body fat, as I said, so it won't affect his BMI. I'd also suggest to start with he lays off the weights to try and reduce the stress on his heart, because he has got quite high blood pressure. So while he's staying off the weights, or even not coming off the weights completely, he could just reduce the weight a lot, so it's not putting as much stress on his heart. And I mean, that will still improve his definition, it just won't improve his muscular size or strength very much. He needs to start doing more aerobic exercise, I'd say at least an hour a day, to improve his peak flow and decrease the stress on his heart. I'd say he needs to increase his water and fruit and veg intake, as he has got quite a good diet, but again, to make him that bit healthier and keep his body fat down, he should maintain a healthy diet, just improve his portions. I'd also maybe say take up swimming, as I know at the minute he cycles, but that's a lot of work through his legs. Swimming works a lot of your major muscles all throughout your body, arms, back, legs. It works with the whole lot of your body, and it's really good for improving his lung function, which will then help his peak flow. So if he's able to improve his aerobic activities, like running and swimming, and stay off the weights for a little bit, it will improve his lung capacity and help him lose that bit of body fat he needs, so he can then go back on the weights and start working towards that goal of improving his muscle strength and definition.